Hello everybody. Welcome to this series of audiobook of class 11th and 12th NCERT biology. This is chapter 22 of class 11th, which is chemical coordination and integration. You have already learned that the neural system provides a point-to-point rapid coordination among organs. The neural coordination is fast but short-lived, as the nerve fiber do not innervate all cells of the body and the cellular function need to be continuously regulated. A special kind of coordination and integration has to be provided. This function is carried out by hormones. The neural system and the endocrine system jointly coordinate and regulate the physiological function in the body. Endocrine glands and hormones. Endocrine glands lack ducts and are hence called ductless glands. Their secretion are called hormones. The classical definition of hormone as a chemical produced by endocrine glands and released into the blood and transported to a distinctly located target organ has current scientific definition as follows. Hormones are non-nutrient chemical which acts as intracellular messenger and are produced in trace amount. The new definition covers a number of new molecules in addition to the hormones secreted by the organized endocrine glands. Invertebrate possesses very simple endocrine system with few hormones, whereas a large number of chemical acts as hormone and provide coordination in the vertebrates. The human endocrine system is described here. Human endocrine system. The endocrine glands and hormone producing diffused tissue cells located in different parts of our body constitute the endocrine system. Pituitary, pineal, thyroid, adrenal, pancreas, parathyroid, thymus and gonads, testes in males and ovary in females are the organized endocrine bodies in our body. In addition to these, some other organs, example gastrointestinal tract, liver, kidney, heart also produce hormones. A brief account of the structures and function of all major endocrine glands and hypothalamus of the human body is given in the following section. Hypothalamus. As you know, the hypothalamus is the basal part of diencephalon forebrain and it regulates a wide spectrum of body functions. It contains several groups of neurosecretory cells called nuclei which produce hormones. These hormones regulate the synthesis and secretion of pituitary hormone. However, the hormones produced by hypothalamus are of two types. The releasing hormone which stimulates secretion of pituitary hormones and the inhibiting hormones which inhibit secretion of pituitary hormones. For example, a hypothalamic hormone called gonadotropin releasing hormone GnRH stimulates the pituitary synthesis and release of gonadotropins. On the other hand, somatostatin from the hypothalamus inhibit the release of growth hormone from the pituitary. These hormones originating in the hypothalamic neurons pass through axon and are released from their nerve ending. These hormones reach the pituitary gland through a portal circulatory system and regulate the function of the anterior pituitary. The posterior pituitary is under the direct neural regulation of the hypothalamus. The pituitary gland. The pituitary gland is located in a bony cavity called sella turcica and is attached to hypothalamus by a stalk. It is divided anatomically into adenohypophysis and a neurohypophysis. Adenohypophysis consists of two portions, pars distalis and pars intermedia. The pars distalis region of pituitary, commonly called anterior pituitary, produce growth hormone GH, prolactin, PRL, thyroid stimulating hormone TSH, adrenocorticotropin hormone ACTH, luteinizing hormone LH and follicle stimulating hormone FSH. Pars intermedia secrete only one hormone called melanocyte stimulating hormone MSH. However, in humans, the pars intermedia is almost merged with pars distalis. Neurohypophysis, pars nervosa, also known as posterior pituitary. stores and release two hormones called oxytocin and vasopressin, which are actually synthesized by the hypothalamus and are transported axonally to neurohypophysis. Oversecretion of GH stimulate abnormal growth of the body, leading to gigantism, and low secretion of GH result in stunt growth, resulting in pituitary dwarfism. Prolactin regulates the growth of the mammary gland and formation of milk in them. TSH stimulates the synthesis and secretion of thyroid hormones from the thyroid gland. ACTH stimulates the synthesis and secretion of steroid hormone called glucocorticoids from the adrenal cortex. LH and FSH stimulate gonadal activity and hence are called gonadotrophins. In males, LH stimulates the synthesis and secretion of hormones called androgens from testes. In males, FSH and androgen regulate spermatogenesis. In females, LH induces ovulation or fully matured follicle, Graafian follicle, and maintains the corpus luteum formed from the remnants of the Graafian follicles after ovulation. FSH stimulates growth and development of the ovary follicle in female. MSH acts on the melanocytes, melanin containing cell, and regulate pigmentation of the skin. Oxytocin acts on the smooth muscle of our body and stimulate their contraction. In females, it stimulates a vigorous contraction of uterus at the time of childbirth and milk ejection from the mammary gland. Vasopressin acts mainly at the kidney and stimulates resorption of water and electrolytes by the distal tubules and thereby reduces loss of water through urine diuresis. Hence, it is also called as antidiuretic hormone ADH. The pineal gland. The pineal gland is located on the dorsal side of forebrain. Pineal secretes a hormone called melatonin. Melatonin plays a very important role in the regulation of 24-hour diurnal rhythm of our body. For example, it helps in maintaining the normal rhythms of sleep-wake cycle, body temperature. In addition, melatonin also influences metabolism, pigmentation, the menstrual cycle, as well as our defense capability. Thyroid gland. The thyroid gland is composed of two lobes which are located on either side of the trachea. Both the lobes are interconnected with a thin flap of connective tissue called isthmus. The thyroid gland is composed of follicles and stromal tissue. Each thyroid follicle is composed of follicular cells enclosing a cavity. These follicular cells synthesize two hormones, tetraiodothyronine and thyroxine T4 and triiodothyronine T3. Iodine is essential for the normal rate of hormone synthesis in the thyroid. Deficiency of iodine in our diet results in hypothyroidism and enlargement of the thyroid gland, commonly called goiter. Hypothyroidism during pregnancy causes defective development and maturation of the growing baby, leading to stunt growth, cretinism, mental retardation, low intelligence quotient, abnormal skin, deaf mutism, etc. In adult women, hypothyroidism may cause menstrual cycle to be irregular due to cancer of the thyroid gland or due to development of nodules of the thyroid gland. The rate of synthesis and secretion of the thyroid hormones is increased to abnormal high level, leading to a condition called hyperthyroidism, which adversely affect the body physiology. Thyroid hormones play an important role in the regulation of the basal metabolic rate. These hormones also support the process of red blood cell formation. Thyroid hormone control the metabolism of carbohydrate, proteins and fats. Maintenance of water and electrolyte balance is called influenced by thyroid hormone. Thyroid glands also secretes a protein hormone called thyrocalcitonin TCT, which regulate the blood calcium level. Parathyroid gland. In humans, 4 parathyroid glands are present on the backside of the thyroid gland, one pair each in the two lobes of the thyroid gland. The parathyroid gland secrete a peptide hormone called parathyroid hormone (PTH). The secretion of PTH is regulated by the circulating level of calcium ions. Parathyroid hormone (PTH) increase the Ca2 plus level in the blood. PTH acts on bones and stimulate the process of bone resorption, dissolution, demineralization. PTH also stimulate reabsorption of Ca2 plus by the renal tubules and increase Ca2 plus absorption from the digested food. It is thus clear that PTH is a hypercalcemic hormone, that is, increase the blood Ca2 plus level. Along with TCH, it plays a significant role in calcium balance in the body. Thymus. The thymus gland is a lobular structure located between lungs behind sternum on the ventral side of aorta. The thymus plays a major role in the development of the immune system. These glands secrete the peptide hormone called thymosin. Thymosin play a major role in the differentiation of T lymphocytes, which provide cell-mediated immunity. In addition, thymosin also promote production of antibiotics to provide humoral immunity. Thymus is generated in old individuals, resulting in a decreased production of thymosin. As a result, the immune response of old person become weak. Adrenal gland. Our body has one pair of adrenal gland, one at the anterior part of each kidney. The gland is composed of two types of tissue. The centrally located tissue is called the adrenal medulla, and outside the lies the adrenal cortex. The adrenal medulla secretes two hormones called adrenaline or epinephrine and noradrenaline or norepinephrine. These are commonly called as catecholamines. Adrenaline and noradrenaline are rapidly secreted in response to stress of any kind and during emergency situation and are called emergency hormone or hormones of fight or flight. These hormones increase alertness, pupillary dilation, polyerection, raising of hairs, sweating, etc. Both the hormones increase the heartbeat, the strength of heart contraction, and the rate of respiration. Catecholamines also stimulate the breakdown of glycogen, resulting in an increased concentration of glucose in blood. In addition, they also stimulate the breakdown of lipids and proteins. Adrenal cortex can be divided into three layers called zona reticularis inner layer, zona fasciculata middle layer, and zona glomerulosa outer layer. The adrenal cortex secrete many hormones commonly called corticoids. The corticoids which are involved in carbohydrate metabolism are called glucocorticoids. In our body, cortisol is the main glucocorticoid. Corticoids which regulate the balance of water and electrolytes in our body are called mineralocorticoids. Aldosterone is the main mineralocorticoid in our body. Glucocorticoids stimulate glucogenesis, lipolysis, proteolysis, and inhibit cellular uptake and utilization of amino acids. Cortisol is also involved in maintaining the cardiovascular system as well as kidney function. Glucocorticoids, particularly corticoids, produce anti-inflammatory reaction and suppress the immune response. Cortisol stimulates the RBC production. Aldosterone acts mainly at the renal tubules and stimulates the reabsorption of Na plus and water and excretion of K plus and phosphate ions. Thus, aldosterone helps in the maintenance of electrolytes, body fluid volume, osmotic pressure and blood pressure. A small amount of androgenic steroids are also secreted by the adrenal cortex, which play a role in the growth of axial hair, pubic hair and facial hair during puberty. Pancreas. Pancreas is a composite gland which acts as both exocrine and endocrine glands. The endocrine pancreas consists of islets of Langerhans. There are about 1 to 2 million islets of Langerhans in a normal human pancreas, representing only 1 to 2% of the pancreatic tissue. The two main types of cell in the islets of Langerhans are called alpha cells and beta cells. The alpha cells secrete a hormone called glucagon while the beta cells secrete insulin. Glucagon is a peptide hormone and play an important role in maintaining the normal blood glucose level. Glucagon acts mainly on the liver cell hepatocytes and stimulate glycogenolysis, resulting in an increased blood sugar hyperglycemia. In addition, these hormones stimulate the process of gluconeogenesis, which also contributed to hyperglycemia. Glucagon reduces the cellular glucose uptake and utilization. Thus, glucagon is hyperglycemia hormone. Insulin is a peptide hormone which plays a major role in the regulation of glucose homeostasis. Insulin acts mainly on hepatocytes and adipocytes, cells of adipose tissue, and enhances cellular glucose uptake and utilization. As a result, there is a rapid movement of glucose from blood to hepatocyte and adipocyte, resulting in decreased blood glucose level, hypoglycemia. Insulin also stimulates conversion of glucose to glycogenesis in the target cell. The glucose homeostasis in blood is thus maintained jointly by the two insulin and glucagon. Prolonged hyperglycemia leads to a complex disorder called diabetes mellitus, which is associated with loss of glucose through urine and formation of harmful compound known as ketone bodies. Diabetic patients are successfully treated with insulin therapy. Testes. A pair of testes is present in the scrotal sac outside abdomen of male individual. Testes perform dual function as a primary sex organ as well as endocrine glands. Testes is composed of seminiferous tubules and stromal or interstitial tissue. The leading cells or interstitial cell which are present in the interbular space produced a group of hormone called androgen, mainly testosterone. Androgen regulate the development, maturation and function of the male accessory sex organ like epididymis, vas deferens, seminal vesicle, prostate gland, urethra, etc. These hormones stimulate muscular growth, growth of facial and axillary hair, aggressiveness, low pitch of voice, etc. Androgens play a major stimulatory role in the process of spermatogenesis, formation of spermatozoa. Androgens act on the central neural system and influence the male sexual behavior. These hormones produce anabolic synthetic effect on protein and carbohydrate metabolism. Ovary. Females has a pair of ovaries located in the abdomen. Ovary is the primary female sex organ which produces one ovum during its menstrual cycle. In addition, ovary also produce two groups of steroid hormone called estrogen and progesterone. Ovary is composed of ovarian follicle and stromal tissue. The estrogen is synthesized and secreted mainly by the growing ovarian follicle. After ovulation, the ruptured follicle is converted to a structure called corpus luteum which secretes mainly progesterone. Estrogen produce wide range action such as stimulation of growth and activeness of female secondary sex organ, development of growing ovarian follicle, appearance of female secondary sex characters, example high pitch of voice, etc. Mammary gland development. Estrogen also regulate female sexual behavior. Progesterone support pregnancy. Progesterone also acts on the mammary glands and stimulates the formation of alveoli, sac-like structure which store milk and milk secretion. hormones of heart, kidney and gastrointestinal tract. Now you know about the endocrine glands and their hormones. However, any mentioned earlier hormone are also secreted by some tissue which are not endocrine glands. For example, the arterial wall of our heart secretes a very important peptide hormone called arterial natriuretic factor ANF, which decreases blood pressure. When blood pressure is increased, ANF is secreted, which causes dilation of blood vessels. This reduces the blood pressure. The juxtaglomerular cell of kidney produces a peptide hormone called erythropoietin, which stimulates erythropoiesis, formation of RBC. Endocrine cells present in different part of the gastrointestinal tract secrete four major peptide hormones, namely gastrin, secretin, cholecystokinin, CCK and gastric inhibitory peptide GIP. Gastrin acts on the gastric gland and stimulates the secretion of hydrochloric acid and pepsinogen. Secretion acts on the exocrine pancreas and stimulates secretion of water and bicarbonate ion. CCK acts on both pancreas and gallbladder and stimulates the secretion of pancreatic enzyme and bile juice, respectively. GIP inhibits gastrosecretion and motility. Several other non-endocrine tissues secrete hormone called growth factor. These factors are essential for the normal growth of tissue and their repairing regeneration. Mechanism of hormone action. Hormone produce their effect on target tissue by binding to specific protein called hormone receptor located in the target tissue only. Hormone receptor present on the cell membrane of the target cell are called membrane bound receptor, and the receptors present inside the target cell are called intracellular receptors, mostly nuclear receptor present in the nucleus. Binding of a hormone to its receptor leads to the formation of a hormone receptor complex. Each receptor is specific to one hormone only and hence receptors are specific. Hormone receptor complex formation lead to certain biochemical changes in the target tissue. Target tissue metabolism and hence physiological functions are regulated by hormones. On the basis of their chemical nature, hormones can be divided into groups. First, peptide, polypeptide, protein hormones. Example, insulin, glucagon, pituitary hormones, hypothalamic hormone, etc. Steroids. Example, cortisol, testosterone, estradiol and progesterone. Third, iodothyronines, thyroid hormones. Fourth, amino acid derivatives. Example, epinephrine. Hormones which interact with membrane bound receptor normally do not enter the target cell but generate the second messenger. Example, cyclic AMP, IP3, Ca++, etc., which in turn regulate cellular metabolism. Hormones which interact with intracellular receptor, example steroid hormone, iodothyronins, etc., mostly regulate gene expression or chromosome function by the interaction of hormone receptor complex with the genome. Cumulative biochemical action result in physiological and development effect. Summary. There are special chemicals which act as hormones and provide chemical coordination, integration and regulation in the human body. These hormones regulate metabolism, growth and development of our organs, the endocrine glands or certain cells. The endocrine system is composed of hypothalamus, pituitary and pineal, thyroid, adrenal, pancreas, parathyroid, thymus and gonads, testes and ovary. In addition to these, some other organs, example gastrointestinal tract, kidney, heart, etc., also produce hormones. This pituitary gland is divided into three major parts, which are called as pars distalis, pars intermedia, and pars nervosa. Pars distalis produces trophic hormones. Pars intermedia secrete only one hormone, while pars nervosa, neurohypophysis, secrete two hormones. The pituitary hormones regulate the growth and development of somatic tissue and activities of peripheral endocrine glands. Pineal gland secrete melatonin, which play a very important role in the regulation of 24-hour diurnal rhythms of our body. Example, rhythms of sleep and state of being awake, body temperature, etc. The thyroid gland's hormone play an important role in the regulation of the basal metabolic rate, development and maturation of the central nervous system. Erythropoiesis, metabolism of carbohydrate, proteins and fats, menstrual cycle. Another thyroid hormone, that is thyrocalcitonin, regulate calcium level in our blood by decreasing it. The parathyroid gland secrete parathyroid hormone PTH, which increase the blood calcium level and play a major role in calcium homeostasis. The thymus gland secrete thymosin, which play a major role in the differentiation of T lymphocyte, which provide cell-mediated immunity. In addition, thymosins also increase the production of antibiotics to provide humoral immunity. The adrenal gland is composed of the centrally located adrenal medulla and the outer adrenal cortex. The adrenal medulla secrete epinephrine and norepinephrine. These hormones increase alertness, pupillary dilation, polyerection, sweating, heartbeat, strength of heart contraction, rate of respiration, glycogenolysis, lipolysis, proteolysis. The adrenal cortex secrete glucocorticoids and mineralocorticoids. Glucocorticoids stimulate gluconeogenesis, lipophysis, proteolysis, erythropoiesis, cardiovascular system, blood pressure and glomerular filtration rate and inhibit inflammatory reaction by suppressing the immune response. Mineralocorticoids regulate water and electrolyte contents of the body. The endocrine pancreas secrete glucagon and insulin. Glucagon stimulates glycogenolysis and gluconeogenesis, resulting in hyperglycemia. Insulin stimulates cellular glucose uptake and utilization, and glycogenesis resulting in hypoglycemia. Insulin deficiency and or insulin resistance result in a disease called diabetes mellitus. The testes secrete androgen, which stimulate the development, maturation and function of the male accessory sex organ, appearance of male secondary sex characters, spermatogenesis, male sexual behavior, anabolic pathways, and erythropoiesis. The ovary secretes estrogen and progesterone. Estrogen stimulates growth and development of female accessory sex organs and secondary sex characters. Progesterone plays a major role in the maintenance of pregnancy as well as mammary gland development and lactation. The arterial wall of the heart produces arterial natriuretic factor, which decreases the blood pressure. Kidney produce erythropoietin, which stimulate erythropoiesis. The gastrointestinal tract secrete gastrin, secretin, cholecytokinin, and gastric inhibitory peptide. These hormones regulate the secretion of digestive juices and help in digestion.